Check. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go!
Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
War crimes will be prosecuted.
Does the word mean anything to you?
Yeah, I chose this profession, so therefore I earned beer.
You want to go to the matinee?
The feeling is definitely there.
You don't know my name!
It's a new morning in America.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds.
Step into my office.
Not going to be too many punks.
Don't you stop worrying about the punk?
You! That's my name!
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Introducing, for your listening pleasure,
All right, here we go. High Fives Podcast, episode 24, and I can say that with conviction because I looked it up. There's no guessing this month.
Nate, you're a wise man.
Right?
It is 24.
That's research.
You know why I know it's 24? Because I listened to Joel's response this morning to episode 23.
How'd you like it?
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I always enjoy those.
Yeah.
If you're not listening to Joel's Response podcast, we put up the link on the webpage. You should check it out. He's from Australia, so even if you're just listening for his funny accent.
And it's funny.
Yeah.
Talk like that all the time, hey?
So I'm here, and Mike's here, and we're doing episode 24. And without further ado, the list is top 5
title tracks.
That's it.
Right?
I just wanted to include you in the conversation.
When you pointed at me, I looked like I was a little bit lost.
Oh, you looked really lost. Yeah. That was deer in the headlights.
That's my normal look.
Or for our friends down south, kangaroos in the headlights.
Do they do the same sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so. They're like deers. Like nobody really cares that much about them. But if you see them, you're like, oh, look, there's a kangaroo. Again, like they're not in the city though, Mike.
But do they drink out of boots?
Don't be ignorant. They're not in the city. That I don't know. Yeah, I didn't. The only kangaroos I really came across were like dead ones on the side of the road when you're on a bus for 36 hours, or the ones that you get to feed at the zoo.
Oh,
Yeah, or the wildlife sanctuaries. Those sorts of things.
sanctuary.
Yeah. So it's top 5 title tracks. And I'm interested to know your thoughts on this, Mike, because as I was building my list and I was curious, what comes first? It's kind of like the chicken or the egg, like the title track or the album name.
My guess is track.
Yeah? And then they just get lazy? Is that your thought? Like, because I kept thinking about it, like, why would you just pick a track from the songs, the song list that you've written, and then just slap it on the title?
Okay, what about, there's two theories in my head.
Okay, give them to me.
There's two theories for me here.
Is that your Joe Pesci?
No, but do I look like a clown?
I was thinking more Lethal Weapon and less Goodfellas.
Yeah. Where was I?
Your theory.
Joe Pesci. My theory is he will come to our house if we pay him.
Not that theory.
Okay. The title track. Okay. How many times can I say okay here?
Let's count.
If it was a theme to an album, like if an album has a theme, I could see them coming up with a title track first.
Okay, so with that in mind, I did listen, to the albums as I was picking these title tracks, and I just didn't feel like most of them had a theme. Like, I mean, we've talked about, some of the bands like Hotelier and, Coheed and Cambria, bands like that, I mean, it's an obvious theme. I think that, I would say 90% of the bands don't really have a theme to their record.
Yeah, I agree. So I think that's why I think they probably write the song and then they're like, that's our favorite song. We'll just name the album that.
But a lot of times too, here's my other problem with that theory. A lot of times too, it's not anywhere near the best track on the record.
Yeah, I figured that out when I was going through my list here. I was like,
yeah,
you'd think there'd be a lot
Like that
There was-
would be the single, right?
There was a lot of low hanging fruit there. That I
Oh,
could
yeah.
take. Like there was a.
I grabbed onto a lot of it.
Did you? I tried to avoid it. I'm pretty sure there's a couple here that are pretty low hanging, but I really debated for something like London Calling, and like, do I put London Calling?
Right.
Man, that's pretty low.
Yeah, I'd give it to you. I mean, you're a big Clash fan, so
Yeah.
I would expect to see it.
Yeah. See, London Calling, I could see they wrote London Calling as an album. That's one that would work, maybe. Like just, or maybe not. I don't know. Who? I guess everyone would be different, right? You were in bands.
I didn't.
What
I
did you
didn't
do with
mean
your
to
titles?
like bend your mind. I was
No,
just,
it's not-
it's
it's
something
not
that
bending
came
my-
up.
It's a good discussion. Like
Yeah.
when you were in bands, when you picked your titles, did you?
Oh, it was never even a consideration. It was always like, I mean, we always came up with an album name kind of after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Like that was the last thing we did. It wasn't like we said, okay, what kind of theme do we want to go with? Or, like what kind of songs are we going to write? I mean, fuck, we're like, hey, we just wrote a song. Well, that's going on the record. It's not like we had like this big catalog of B-sides. So...
How much time do we have in the studio?
Yeah. 10 minutes, you say?
Let's bang a couple out here.
I remember the first time we recorded, just as a funny aside, and my parents had bought me studio time for my birthday.
Spoiled brat.
So if you saw the studio, you wouldn't think so. But whatever they paid for 8 hours, and we get there and like we just finished load in, and the producer's like, okay, so what are we doing? Like 4 songs? You got 8 hours? And we're like, well, we were hoping to do 8. And he's like, an hour a song? We're like, oh, we could probably get them done before an hour. And he was like, well, let's try it out and see where we get. And we did it. We did 8 songs in 8 hours.
Does it show?
Well, it's the Fleet of Foot tape, which is probably one of our better recordings, minus the vocal.
Wait a minute, Dad.
No, that wasn't on there.
No?
That was like more of our alternative phase. That was the first album.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, 7 Days Rations. See, there's no title track on that record.
Stop trying to plug things.
I don't think anyone could find it. It's big in Asia, I hear. So anyways, I don't know. It just it seems kind of like the lazy thing to do to call your album one of your title track, or I guess the title track. Grab one of the titles from that you thought was so ingenious or clever, and then throw it on the cover. But then it got me thinking, what's lazier than that? How about the self-titled record?
Self-titled record is the laziest.
It's our band, and that's what the album's called.
Yeah.
What?
I hate it so much.
It makes no sense.
And it's worse when bands do 2 self-titled albums. Like it's different if you've got like a Weezer thing going where you're like, this is our shtick.
The blue album, the red album, the green album.
They're all called Weezer, or
Right.
like how Bronx has the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
But like Rancid's got 2 self-titled albums.
That's true, they do.
Why?
I hadn't even thought of that.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
That's super lazy.
Yeah, I just
You
don't
couldn't
get
pick
it.
a title of one of the songs?
Right. Which is also the lazy way, but this is like waiting for the commercial to go to the bathroom and peeing your pants while you sit on the couch.
Look, it was one time. Why do you got to tell everybody?
So Mike's wearing his Thrasher hat tonight, so you know it's going to be a good episode. So let's open it up with, what are you listening to?
What am I listening to? So I've been still fixing my iTunes.
Oh my God. We only do this once a month, this podcast, and I think I've heard about this 4 times.
It's fucking taking forever.
You should write a blog on how to do this.
There isn't a good way to do it.
No.
I spent too much time researching an easy way to do it. I should have just went all in right away.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finally finished.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have a party?
Not yet.
No.
I literally finished yesterday night.
5 minutes ago.
But so there were a few things that I started listening to. One of the things was I came across a comp with it was a Devo cover comp that I forgot about. So I got really into Devo for a couple of weeks there.
Yeah, I saw that on the chat. I thought that was a little interesting.
I never listened to Devo. Did you listen to Devo when you were young?
No, I mean, I know, a couple of the songs, and then I know the dude from Yo Gabba Gabba, the artist guy. Yeah, he's in Devo. I mean, you hear them referenced all the time, but I just felt like it was a shticky thing that was probably not gonna suit me.
They're way better than that. That's what I thought too.
Really?
I just like, oh, whip it. and then like some weird like electronic songs, but they're really good. So I got into a little bit of that, and then the other day, the Robot Bachelor album came out.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It's only been a couple of days, but I've been listening to that quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that's the singer from the Steinways and Houseboat, and the guy from the Copyrights.
Oh, okay.
The guy from...
It felt familiar, but I couldn't totally place it.
It's one of those guys that's in like in Hospital Job, I think.
He's in there too. Wow.
It's like all those guys have that whole thing going. And then the Lemonades album, which is the Sugar Bomb EP.
Is that new?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they put out a new one.
Yeah, it came out maybe a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
No, maybe a little bit more, but it's really good.
I like their stuff.
Yeah. I love that their albums are kind of short, so you don't get sick of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was the success of the Albrights too.
Yes.
Yeah.
If that was like a
12
song thing.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I want more.
Yeah.
I don't want a whole album. I want 2 EPs.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
What have you been listening to?
What have I been listening to? Well, I kind of went back a step, and I don't know what brought me back to listening to some John Moreland, but I was really getting into him for a period of time again. And then I realized there was an album I didn't have, and it was it's called Earthbound Blues, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't stop listening to it. So
it's interesting. We were texting back and forth earlier about it. I found that one so blues rocky.
It was total blues rock, but there's some really great melodies on there that that they get locked in my head.
I really like his lyrics.
Super good lyricist, and I really like his voice and his style of guitar playing too. Yeah, I really like that record, so it's been on the replay. I also started I bought it a little while ago, and then started listening to it a little bit more over the last little while. The new Oso Oso.
Oh yes, it's so good.
Is really good.
I've only listened to it twice because of just the hectic life I've been living.
Yes, with your iTunes.
Yes, but it's so good.
Mike had to quit his job.
It's way better than the last one, I think. Even like it's more fluid than the last one.
Yeah, it hooked me right away,
Yeah.
and I thought, okay, that opening track was awesome. There's no way the whole album's gonna live up to it, and totally did. So, for all of you interested in listening, it's called the Unahan mixtape. I don't know.
I didn't
have
get it
no
either.
idea. I should have checked with Google or Bing.
That's right, Bing, for all your Google needs.
I think that's a conflict. The Bomb Pops also, Fear of Missing Out.
I listened to that today for the first time. I really like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like their other stuff, but I think this is a little bit more polished and a little bit better.
I've never heard of them before the Fat record signing, which can happen from time to time. But yeah, I really enjoy it too. There's some real pop.
Yeah, it's
on there, but there's some really good songs on there too, and something definitely worth checking out. It's not just another Fat release that you go get because it's a Fat release. Like it's a good record. And somebody was saying that they actually recorded that before Fat picked them up. Did you hear that too?
I think they recorded some demos on. I don't know the whole story. I know Fat Mike, when he heard, I don't know if he heard like one or two of the songs, and he said like, "Oh, now I'll sign you" or something.
Oh, okay.
He thought they were crap before, but I don't know the whole story.
Okay.
I'm sure I could look it up, but
I think I investigated or previewed the back catalog. Nothing really jumped out at me, but
I have two of their albums. They're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Worth checking out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check them out.
I'll do it.
You should do it.
I'll do it.
I think you'll do it.
Let me think. No, I'll do it.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Okay. So, should we start?
Yeah.
Should we get going with the title tracks?
Let's go. People are probably sick of us yammering.
I don't know if they get sick of that. You think?
They shouldn't. They're lucky that our smooth voices are talking to them.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Who's going to go first?
Well, I think you should go first. We can just change it up after 24 episodes.
Well, we changed it up yesterday.
Yeah, but there's a person here.
Last month felt like yesterday.
That's like bringing an extra person into your bedroom.
Something to talk about in the break. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one I'm picking is a band that
I also love that Joel said that in his podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, I had a good chuckle listening to that as well. But this is a band that I stumbled across last year, I think, with help from you. and instantly just like really got into them. It was one of those records that just would not leave play mode for a good month, I would say. And it's got a member of the Ataris in it, and it's got a member of Lagwagon in it, and they actually toured through here, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year ago, but it was at a crap venue, and I wasn't interested in going, so I didn't, and I kind of regret it. But the band's called Versus the World, and see, we don't have to, the beauty about this podcast is we don't have to take it one step further and find out the album name.
Oh yeah, this is great.
This is self-contained.
Hopefully.
So the song / album is called Homesick Roadsick, and by far best track on the
That is the best track on the album,
the
for
disc,
sure.
yeah. So it kind of goes contrary to what I was saying before, that most of them aren't singles, but I think this is one of the 2 singles that came out, and by far the best track. I mean, the whole record's good. I do enjoy the record, but this is the standout.
Do you know a lot about this band after going into the...
What do you mean?
Like when I was going through my iTunes stuff.
Yes.
Let's talk about that again.
Yeah, let's bring that back into the fold.
I came across them on a compilation that I had.
Oh, really?
Like from ages ago.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. And it's playing Foursquare, which was one of the first things I think that Joey Cape did. Like, it was like I'm trying to think. Bad Astronaut was on it, and like Joey Playing Favorites is on it and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering, because of the Lagwagon connection, if they have been around for that long.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they have one other record that was previous to this one, which is okay. This one is definitely a progression. Mm-hmm. I would imagine, though, the big bitch is in the band. You put them on the comp.
Yeah, like that was from like, I want to say like maybe like 99 or 2000.
Oh, wow.
Like that long ago. That's why I was kind of curious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess when you get those bands that, are kind of an amalgamation of several bands, they probably, if they're not breaking up, they're lasting forever, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just that easy side project thing to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that is a good track. All right. The first track I picked was by a band. It's a band.
No, you can't do that. You got to come up with your own. Jeff tried to steal that from me too.
I'm not clever enough. I'm going to pick a band from Vancouver.
Oh, wow. Your favorite town.
My favorite town.
In tribute to Jeff for being here last week.
I don't think Jeff would like these guys.
Because they sing in English?
Not culture enough for him. And it's Pride Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
And
cool.
It's off their 2007 release, Lucky Ones.
Nice. And it's Lucky Ones, obviously.
Yeah.
I love this song.
I love this song. Tune. I don't love this album, but this song is by far the best one. And so it trumps your theory. Yes.
So two that trump. We'll see.
Plus, this band's got members of Streets, 3 Inches of Blood.
Well, that's
NPC.
the weird thing, right? Like this whole this whole family that is involved in this band is so bizarre. Because I mean, it's a pop record.
They're all from that East Van thing, but it's very Thin Lizzy. So Thin Lizzy's like a metal thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's like it's got a very thin. Like if somebody told me that was a Thin Lizzy song and I knew nothing about it, I'd be like, it's a weird B-side.
Yeah. Have we talked about my my Pride Tiger interaction
on this podcast or just in general?
Either.
I think I vaguely remember something like he was going to buy your bass or your amp or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he live here?
He lives in the guitar player does now. Yeah.
They're broken up, so
it didn't happen.
No. Yeah.
But I love this song. This is like, I remember one of the, hearing it come on the radio and being like, you can't like this song. And I'm
this is on the radio?
Oh yeah, this was a big song.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I didn't know they were from Canada till just now. No, I did know they were from Canada.
I just like the good party vibe to this one.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a perfect party song.
And nothing says party like 11 o'clock on a. Oh, it is Friday night, and it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
let's party, Nate. Let's get Diet Pepsi and some party mix chips.
It's a singing drummer too. So that
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I get you filled with facts.
Yeah, I did my research.
Awesome.
Even on things I didn't know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So here we go. It's going to be Versus the World and
Lucky Ones.
Bye.
Pride Tiger. Well, you didn't say the song.
We're just saying bands.
Oh, well, it's Pride Tiger.
charming sense of humor for too long. The only card that I had left was the last thing that you want. You say I'll never learn, and I like to keep warm from all the heat of the bridges that I've been. You say I'll never learn, I can never stay long. Call me helpless, call me homesick. You say you know the type that don't know a good thing when he's got it. Well, I know a good thing when I see it. So I'll be seeing you. So I'll be seeing you. Well, it's a long ride back to the way I wanna feel, but now I got it in my sights. Yeah, it's a long ride back to how I wanna be, but now I know just where I'm headed. I never could say that before. I can never stay long. Call me restless, call me road sick. You say you know the type that never finds what he's looking for. I can never stay long. Call me hopeless, call me homesick. You say you know the type that don't know a good thing when he's got it. Well, I hope for my sake that you're wrong. Don't you know that we're the lucky ones? Always laughing, always having fun. But there's one thing that I'm needing. It can't wait until the weekend. Let's make plans for later on. I got the time and place, and it ain't too far away. Everybody's coming over. Come on, let's put that record on. Yeah. Turn it up a little more. If you're not dancing, then there's something wrong. Put that record on. There's one way to get the feeling right. Spend all my money on good times tonight. Won't you put your finest clothes on? Stay and drink until it's all gone. Tie your dancing shoes up tight. I got the time and place, and it ain't too far away. Everybody's coming over. Come on, let's put that record on. Yeah. We both know that I can dance, but I'm so glad you're here to keep me on. Now turn it up. Don't you think of leaving? There's nowhere that you're needed. Dance until the morning comes. Don't you know that we're the lucky ones? Don't take your shoes off, and don't you think of leaving. There's nowhere that you're needed. Don't take those shoes off. Won't get no second chances, 'cause you need them for dancing. Everybody's coming over. Come on and put that record on. Oh yeah. Turn it up a little more. If you're not dancing, then there's something wrong. Put that record on, yeah. Don't you think of leaving? There's nowhere that you're needed. Dance until the morning comes. Don't you know that we're the lucky ones?
Those are some good songs. What else we got pecked in this list? Oh, you're taking your shirt off.
I am. It's warm in here
toasty.
tonight.
It's toasty down here.
Right?
Yeah.
A little food for thought. You know, I always have like a couple lists going. Well, one of them was top 5 party songs.
Mm-hmm.
That Pride Tiger song was on there.
Yeah, when I used to have a DJ night on like the Broken City patio, the guy Todd that I DJ'd with, he would play it all the time.
Todd McDonald.
Todd McDonald. Oh my God, it's Todd.
Nice little
Shout
name
out.
drop there.
Yeah.
More of a name drop than a shout out.
Yeah.
Right?
Is he?
I think he's known.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the people.
I like him. He's a nice guy.
There's a lot of laughing on this this podcast so far.
We're partying.
Too much.
Too much laughing.
I
Let's
think
get
it's too
serious.
much, yeah.
Let's get serious.
All right, track 2. Track 2 for your mixtape. The next one I'm going to pick, I got into this band by this song and this album. They had 2 releases before this, and I hadn't even really heard of them. They hadn't been on my radar whatsoever. And then I heard this song and blew my mind. Loved the album, one of those replays forever. And I went to the back catalog, and though I liked the other albums that they had, this one was still the standout, and this was the one that people didn't like. Maybe didn't like is a little too harsh.
Who are these people?
I'm getting there, Mike.
Are you pointing at me?
I'm taking you down a road. Do you see yourself on a road? Close your eyes. Picture yourself on a... No, I don't think you see it. I don't think you see it.
I kind of see it. Is Michael Landon down there?
He may be on...
What was that show? Highway to Heaven.
Highway
right?
to Heaven, yeah. I was going to say Highway to Hell. I'm like, no, that's not right.
No, he was an angel.
Yeah, that's right. And he was on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
If you're watching Love, you could get caught up on Michael Landon.
That's probably why that got...
Gus's mom says he looks like Michael Landon, which is not true at all.
He doesn't have a nose like that.
So the band. Why don't I tell you the band?
Yeah, let's get to this.
The band is Thrice.
Oh.
And I think that was kind of a transition album, as a precursor to more transition albums that came later. But I don't think people didn't like it. I think they just preferred the 2 albums prior to that. Was it 2 or 3? I think it was 2.
I don't know which album you're talking about yet. So.
Well, it's The Artist in the Ambulance.
Oh, that's a great album.
Great album.
Yeah. That would be the transition album. There's 2 albums before that.
Okay, 2. Much harder, much more aggressive than... I mean, not to say that The Artist in the Ambulance isn't aggressive. It's got its moments for sure. But I think that was, like I say, that transition album. And I think, I don't know, maybe they started losing fans at that point, but that was the album for me.
I think there's 2 camps on that. I think people either really like the stuff after Artist, or hate it. Like there's no, like I've tried really hard to like anything after, and I can't stand it. But I like the full Artist in the Ambulance album. It's probably the one that held up the most, because if I go back, and I used to really like, I can't even think of the name of the album before. Oh well, doesn't matter.
I can see the cover.
I can see the cover too.
It's not Exile, is it?
No.
That's probably not one of their albums.
No.
I'm brutal with album names. That's why this is probably the
band
best
that sings "I Want to Kiss You All Over."
Oh, I didn't know that.
And over again.
And over.
And over again.
But yeah, this song. So I guess I didn't really. The song choices I made didn't really feed into my argument, because I did try and pick. Obviously, I picked songs that I liked, but I think for a majority of the ones that I was going through, the title tracks were not the standouts. My list is an exception of that. Okay, to you.
To me. All right. Well, now we're going to stick with that era. That works out perfect from number 2 for me.
Nice. It's like we were talking to each other.
Yeah,
through our minds.
You would think we planned this, but there's no way that we planned anything because
I haven't even seen you since last
true.
episode. Yeah,
it's true. We didn't talk that much. You went away and got all sunny, and
I did get all sunny. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was good.
yeah, I'm jealous.
Anyway, now
Anyway,
I got a cold again.
do you?
Yeah,
What? You brought another cold here?
I think it's becoming a thing.
Where's your Purell?
I didn't bring it tonight.
Son of a...
I was looking out for Jeff last time.
Yeah, I see where this goes.
You could use a day off. You could use a sick day.
I don't want a sick day.
No?
No.
Okay, so no kissing tonight.
No, we'll still kiss.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I
You'll
went
risk
with...
it.
Dude.
Dude, what does mine say?
I just got that.
That was a dude, where's my car reference. Yeah. Sweet.
So anyway, this is from the 1999 Saves the Day album, Through Being Cool.
Nice. I figured this would be on your list.
Yeah, I didn't have it originally, but I went and did a swap this morning.
An audible.
I figured it needed to go on.
Yeah. See, this was not the Saves the Day record for me. I came to them a little bit later. Stay What You Are.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the album that turned me on to them, and then I went backwards to Through Being Cool. And
I kind of did the same thing.
yeah, it's not my favorite of their albums. That's for sure. And I know that's blasphemy in a lot of circles.
Yeah, but even the one before that is more... I think we've even discussed this on the podcast.
Really?
There's like a whole sect of people that think Through Being Cool was too
cool.
Like, too cool for too. Anyway, I like this album. I still listen to that one and Stay What You Are all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a standout track. For me, it's not the standout track on the album, but it's pretty fucking cool. And I like the lyrics in it. Speaking of the lyrics, do you think like a band like Saves the Day, when they sing now, because they got to be in their 40s, right?
Oh, I would say.
Like they're in they got to be in their 40s.
They gotta, yeah.
So if you're up there and you're singing a song about like they gotta laugh, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't take yourself seriously singing those lyrics.
I think they're probably few and far between, like that they would play those songs. Because I mean, it's only Chris still left in the band. I think.
Oh, really?
I don't think there's anybody else.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, but I think you play the song because it's probably got some nostalgia for you, and the fans are wanting it.
Yeah, like I'd want to hear like stuff off Through Being Cool and Stay What You Are if I went and saw them. And same with like Brand New and stuff like that. They gotta be like, at some point they gotta be like, this is so ridiculous that we're singing this song.
I think Brand New only played like one song from Your Favorite Weapon.
Yeah, they were already not playing stuff off that when the one after it came out. They were already like, no,
we're over it.
Yeah.
All right, Thrice and
Saves the Day.
Late night breaks lock, hear the tires squeal. Red light can't stop, so I spin the wheel. My world goes black before I feel an angel lift me up, and I open bloodshot eyes into fluorescent white. Flip the siren, hit the lights, close the doors, and I am gone. Shaking on this bed until the I can't stop, so I spin the wheel. My whole world goes black before I feel an angel steal me from the greedy jaws of death and chance and pull me in with steady hands, giving me a second chance. The honest and the ambulance I hold, that I will never let you down. I know that this can be more than just flashing lights and sound. Can we pick you off the ground? More than flashing lights and sound. You know what? The next time you see Nick, yeah, tell him I'm gonna stick some needles in his face. Then watch him on his knees. Watch him when he sees that I'm not fooling, yeah. 'Cause I'm through being cool, and he keeps telling everyone about me. Yeah, like how I'm such a fool, and oh, that I'm so deceptive. Think I'll make him eat the ground, think that I will turn around and notice the wind blows up the trees. See the way the world begins to need color everywhere. I'll realize how small I really am. 'Cause I'm through being cool, and he keeps telling everyone about me. Yeah, like how I'm such a fool, and oh, that I'm so receptive. Spin right back around and say, Nick, why you such a prick? Yeah, why don't you just fall in love and make up this reality? Yeah, your world is what you made it, and I don't want a part of it. Chill out.
Well, Mike, nice selection. Real nice.
So far, so good.
Yeah, we're cruising along. So without further ado, let's get to the next one.
Is it a band?
This is a band, yes. I was trying to think of something different to say, but
This is your shtick, man. You got to stick with it.
yeah, I feel like it's a little repetitive though if I do it every single song. You know, maybe it's just 1 and 3 or 1 and 5 or 2 and 4. You know, give
Here's-
a little suspense on the first
Here's
one.
what we'll do. Next time, we'll set up a whiteboard.
Okay.
And when you see it, we'll just do a little tick. And then you watch it and you say, oh, man, that's a little too many. This is a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I get the cross through
Well,
the
then you're
middle, I know
screwed,
I've
man.
gone way too far.
You've gone far. And if you
Shut
make
it down.
If you make it to 6, that's
Shut it
just a
down.
whole other world.
This is fuck.
I'm in your head now.
You are. This band, how's that for you? Right?
Thumbs up.
Right?
Double thumbs up.
This band, they're one of those bands that have I feel like they have a ton. I don't want to be explicitly clear about that because I might be wrong, but I feel like they have a ton of title tracks. So I picked one of them. And this is my favorite album. We were having some discussions in the chat about it. This little shout out to Simon because this is his favorite band, Bad Religion. And I feel like they have a lot of title tracks. Would you agree with that or disagree? Now that I've let the cat out of the bag. Mike's thinking right now.
I feel like
it's
they
dead
do.
air, Mike.
No. I feel like they do because I feel like I was looking at the Bad Religion catalog when I was doing this and I was like, nah, I'm not going to put any of this on. Because
Okay.
I really debated about Generator.
Right. See, my favorite album is the first one I heard, and I'm sure it's blasphemy in some circles, but Stranger Than Fiction is my absolute favorite Bad Religion album. And I know that's yet again another transition album.
I like that album a lot. I don't know. I can't see any blame in that.
No, but everyone you talk to that's a Bad Religion fan is always like, oh, Generator, Suffer, Against the Grain, like all those records, right? Like the precursors.
Before
and that, they changed so much with Stranger Than Fiction.
I think Bad Religion is like the least changing band I've ever heard in my life.
You think? I think there's some changes in there that were not accepted.
There's some changes to keep it more modern or something, or at least it didn't sound like the same album, but it's a Bad Religion song when you hear a Bad Religion song. It's not like they didn't do a thrice where they wrote like a whole...
No, it's not that big of a departure. I think it was just like...
Production maybe got better.
It was a newer... Well, it was a different sound, right? Like it wasn't that kind of straight ahead, like every song was straight ahead.
Yeah.
There was a lot of... I think there's a lot of variety on Stranger Than Fiction. Not to say they don't sound like Bad Religion songs, but... There's a fair amount of variety.
For a Bad Religion album, there's a fair amount of variety.
Okay.
But to me, Bad Religion just sounds like... You hear Bad Religion, like pretty much as soon as the song kicks in, it's a Bad Religion song.
Yeah. Well...
Which is
no
nothing
slag.
Nothing to complain about at all. Like, I enjoy it.
Yeah. But this is one of my favorite punk rock songs, I would say. I love the lyrics for this song, and I think this is like... Yeah, it's smarter than me. Let's say that. So
it's smarter than you?
Yeah. I mean, Greg's a pretty smart guy. Yet another guy I'm on a first name basis with, just in case you were wondering.
Greg.
Yeah. From BR. Okay.
All right.
So it's Bad Religion, Stranger Than Fiction. To you, Mike, you got something from that era?
No.
Okay.
I got some CanCon contact for you.
Oh, nice.
Some more.
That's dose.
Yeah. Meeting the standards here. I went with Comeback Kid.
Oh, nice. I like Comeback Kid a lot.
See, I don't know if I like Comeback Kid that much.
No?
Which is really weird. I like them. Sorry. I don't like their albums.
I'll go with you on that. Yeah.
I get annoyed at their album about halfway through and I'm like, eh.
They have some great songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, full albums, I'm with you.
So.
More EPs. More EPs.
Just even I just like there's like if I hear a Comeback Kid song, I generally like it. But just the full album is just a little too much. It's almost, I don't know if it's repetitive or if it's just, sometimes that happens with hardcore though. I think you just kind of get, maybe people feel that about other things too. Maybe I'm just not enough of a hardcore kid.
Yeah, I think
I guess I'm not really a kid.
You're 36, Mike.
That's step one. But I went with Wake the Dead.
Oh, great song.
Yeah, the gang vocals on that
get
me every time. It's like hearing it for the first time every single time I hear it.
Yeah, I knew I was going to forget some gems, and that's certainly one of them. So nice choice. I used to have the Comeback Kid t-shirt that had the Winnipeg Jets
I want
logo
that so bad.
before the Jets came back.
It's useless now, but when I started seeing people wear that, I was like, I want that so bad.
It had so many holes in it, and it still surfaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those shirts that you hold on to forever.
Until the Jets came back. And then you're like, it doesn't matter anymore.
So not forever at all.
I'm waiting for my Hartford Whalers one.
Oh, yeah, the Whale.
The Whale.
Nice.
Is there a band with whale in it? Whale Face? Did I just make that band name up?
It sounds made up. All right, Bad Religion and
Comeback Kid.
People shot, keep violence back, and the children are hoping for a heart attack. Tonight the windows are watching, the streets are conspire, and the lamppost can't stop crying. If I could fly high above the world, would see much living arts, spinning with stupidity. When I see homicide, loving brothers, suicide, and active freeze who pick a side and hide. The one is scratching at my door. My morning paper's got the scores. Obituary. Oh yeah, cockroach naps, rattling traps. How many devils can you fit upon a match? And curiosity killed the Kerouac cat. Sometimes obituary. Oh yeah, great up on a cat, wolf looks back. How many angels can you fit up on a match? I wanna know why Hemingway cracked. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Life is the crummiest book I ever read. There isn't a hook, just a lot of cheap shots, pictures to shock, and characters an amateur would never dream of. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Apparently there is a band called Whaleface, which I'm still in disbelief by or with. Mike showed it to me on his iTunes, and as we all know, we can't trust Mike's iTunes.
I think we can now. It's been thoroughly vetted.
Whaleface?
It's there. You heard it.
They sound like 10-Foot Pole on a bad day.
Yeah, it's
so that'll give you some indication as to what they.
I hope no one from Whalefest listens to this. Or if you do, you're really missing the Hartford Whaler merchandise.
Well, I said on a bad day, like they were just a little angry, like 10-Foot Pole, like, you know, I need to go punch a wall.
I'm gonna make some enemies here, but 10-Foot Pole just really doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. Did they do it for you at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was younger, I really liked them, but
not anymore. They're not still putting out records, though, are they?
Not that I know of.
No. No, I don't think so.
I don't even see them on touring things.
No.
One of them's in Pulley, right?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
I didn't know you could roll your eyes that hard. That was a hard roll.
Hey.
Hey. All right.
That's how I roll.
There you have it. We're already up to 4, Mike. It's just cruising along.
We got no disagreement so far.
No. Except for the whale face debacle.
It's not really a debacle.
Well,
I proved you wrong.
I don't know if that's proof.
It was real news.
Alternate facts.
Don't make me kick you out of this basement. I'll ban you.
Again.
And your children's children.
Oh, man.
For one day.
So this next pick of mine, I just realized, well, I didn't realize it. Somebody told me via social media that the album that this song is from just celebrated its 20th anniversary, which made me feel really old because...
You know what? I almost picked this. I know what you're going to say.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm glad you picked it.
It's time for the ska portion of the show, Joel, because you got to have a ska song on every episode.
That's right, mate.
As we've been told.
I said mate, not Nate.
Do you know once my wife had put on a cake. She wanted to get Happy Birthday Nate written on a cake. And I got the cake and it said Happy Birthday, a mate.
Perfect.
So
it still works.
Yeah, it was actually in Canada. So I don't know if it was a traveling Australian that had, shown up for work that day and just assumed that we all call each other mate here. And I think you'd only hear pirates calling people mates in Canada or Australian tourists.
I know a lot of people named Mata, and it's spelled exactly like mate.
Mata?
Mate. It's a Croatian name.
Okay, spell that.
M-A-T-E.
Mate.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it was like...
You sure it's not like mate, like pate?
No, it's not mate.
Do you think the French would say it that way? Mate?
Maybe they... Probably.
With like an accent aigu?
Can we trust the French?
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding.
You're making no friends tonight.
I hate you all.
So back to the 20th...
Except for whale face. I love you.
More whale face, man. The 20th anniversary, which I couldn't believe. Like, there's albums that hit their 20th mark, and I'm like, oh, yeah. No, I mean, that was a long time ago. But this one kind of still feels like it was like 5 years ago. It doesn't feel that long. And this album was the album I would say that hit for this band. It's the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, for all of you that are still guessing, who has a very special place in my heart. I love the Boss Tones still to this day.
I love them too.
Yeah.
And I still think they're one of the best bands live.
Yeah.
Especially when you get up there.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like the 11th member of the band when they come through Calgary.
Sure. That's what they say.
But yeah, I love the Boss Tones, and I make no apologies for it. But this was that album that hit for them. I mean, the impression that I get was everywhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
When this album came out. And it very quickly started to become the album that I should not like this.
Yeah, I mean, they played it at our high school dance even.
Right. Like, it was everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But it's so good. Like, front to back, it is so good.
And it's like, I can't remember, somebody who had tweeted, I think you maybe retweeted it in the High Fives Twitter thing, and it was about, someone wrote how that song made them think about or like that album made them think about racism and things like that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool, because I'm like, it's people go back and they think of ska and they think like Real Big Fish and like fart noises in songs and like beer cans and things, but like the Boss Tones, I feel like always had better lyrics, or still do, I think, have better lyrics and like passion to their music. It's not just like a shtick.
Totally. Yeah, this is one of those bands that will be with me forever, and I still got to make an appearance at the Hometown Throwdown.
Oh, one of these days.
They did 19 this year. Like,
one of these days,
19th. Yeah. So, anyways,
so this works out awesome, because this is a really weird thing. I picked a ska band from Boston.
Oh, nice.
Called the Have-Nots.
Nice. I do know this band too.
Yeah. And they're members of Stray Bullets, I think is their other band, right? And
I don't know enough about them.
Surf City maybe was their other band. I think they've been around for a while. But Proud came out in 2011, and I don't know if you know this.
I don't.
But it was engineered by Stefan Egerton.
Oh.
So you should like it.
My boy.
Since you have a fanboy thing for him.
I call him Steph.
Steph. I call him Eggs.
That's what his true friends call him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he records a lot. He did Red City Radio's record.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, their last 2 records I think he did. Yeah, he's got a studio in his...
What's going on with that band? You don't hear much about them anymore. Forever they were like...
Red City?
Yeah, you hear so much about them for a while.
Well, wasn't it just last year they put out that newest record?
I think it's 2 years already.
Really?
Maybe.
I don't know. That record just didn't do a ton for me.
No, that record was boring.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to
the Have-Nots, yeah.
The song I picked was Proud.
Nice.
Because the album's called Proud.
It's cool how it works like that, isn't it?
Crazy. What a coincidence.
Next time we'll just have to do the self-titled.
Fuck
Put
that.
even less work into it.
Fuck that noise.
So it's Let's Face It and the Boss Tones.
And the Have-Nots.
Well, it's so hot to face that in this day and age, somebody's race can trigger somebody's rage. Somebody's preference can drive some total stranger to make somebody somehow feel the wrath of their anger. Why don't we put in what for and show her and put it to head?
Did you see the Boss Tones on Kimmel the other night?
No, but did they play that really shitty song?
I don't know. Did they have a new record coming out? Do you know?
It's just a single, I think. And it's a cover song,
then they
right?
must yeah.
Like What the World Needs Now, maybe?
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's weird. Like, I don't know. It was a weird choice. I guess, I don't know, like just talking about your comment on the political side of things, that
I'm sure that's what it is.
That's what it's all about, right? So
it's not done well. Did they, other than Detroit Rock City, do they do other covers? Oh yeah, they do Rudy Can't Fail.
I'm sure they've done a bunch. Like,
but those
you
are
went and
both
saw
good.
them live.
Those are both really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just really bad.
Who sings that song originally? What
Marvin.
the world needs now
Is it that one that they do?
is love, sweet love. I feel like that's it. I don't know. Research, Mike. Do your research. I don't understand the suits either, like with the writing all over them. Have you seen that?
No.
No, it's these white suits that are made to look like marker all over them. I'm just classing it down a little bit. You know?
I don't know. They're old. Maybe some
Again
of them,
with the eye roll.
Maybe they're just senile and they're just like, oh, punks do this thing.
Maybe.
Anyways,
this is it. We're on the last.
Man, we're just flying tonight.
I know. It's a Friday on St. Patrick's Day. The Diet Pepsis are flowing.
We're talking about the Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
No, we're not really.
No. We're talking about the Boss Tones, another band from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston.
I just get confused with all this Boston stuff.
So my last song is...
I'm going to watch some Ben Affleck stuff later.
Are you going to be doing Good Will Hunting or The Accountant?
His Daredevil movie, which is...
I just can't watch The Accountant because of its name.
It's so stupid. It could be the best movie ever, and I'm like, I'm not watching that.
No, I can't do it.
No, I don't really like Ben Affleck.
The Town was good.
Yeah,
he directed that too.
I haven't seen
didn't
it, but I've heard it's really good.
It's really good. You should watch
There's
it.
stuff of his I like, and there's times I like him.
Yeah, like Reindeer Games. No, like Daredevil. No.
Like the one with
Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
Sorry, Kevin.
He's awesome in Dazed and Confused, though.
He is awesome.
I love him in Dazed and
And
Confused.
he is awesome in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, and in
Don't
Mallrats.
flag him for that. That's right. No, he's had some good movies.
No,
But
no,
The
he's got-
Accountant is a horrible name. I watched Passengers the other night. I'm not a sci-fi fan. Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's worth checking out.
I might see it.
I'm not trying to turn this into a movie podcast.
I'm not going that way.
Okay, good.
All right.
Here we go.
What else? Before we get into these songs, should we talk about other stuff? Like,
what kind of stuff?
Like saying thank you to everyone for listening.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Thanks for joining in the chats. Check out our website.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, that thing. I mean, check us out if you want. If you think it's cool,
yeah.
Whatever. I mean, we don't need you guys to do it.
No.
But we do appreciate everything.
We got a Bing sponsorship, so we're rolling.
We're working on that Diet Pepsi and
rolling
and wagon. We brought some wagon wheels here tonight. Anyway, thank you. We do really appreciate all you guys do. The podcasts, the WhatsApp chat, the emails, the lists. Get in touch with us. It's always fun. What's our website, Nate?
WWW, which is
that the World Wide Web?
It is. It's an acronym for the World Wide
I'm so
Web.
glad I put that together.
You don't even have to put http:// in front of this.
What if I'm using a DOS computer?
You know what? I think you can even avoid the dubs and just go highfives.ca.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a world we live in.
Right?
Things are changing.
Technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Movie's called The Accountant. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. And I actually got interviewed for the Myage podcast as well. So I don't know when that's coming out, but I got interviewed for it. So.
Mine's already out.
Yours is out.
So if you want to
Yours
listen
is the first one, and as we all know, every first one sucks. So yeah, you might want to talk to your people about that.
I got a bad agent. Nate, you're fired.
I knew this would come back to me. Yeah, thanks for listening. Let's go on to our last songs.
Yeah.
So this band also has a fair amount of of title tracks. And I don't know if this one is as I was scrolling through them, there's definitely ones that I would have picked at different times in my life. And the first one I went to was Less Talk, More Rock. That was going to be the one I was going to choose. And as I started listening to him, I thought, no, you know what? I love that album. And
Not going to do it, eh?
I'm not going to, wouldn't be, not going to do it.
That's a good impression, actually.
Yeah, it's my Dana Carvey doing George
Well,
W.
yeah, I assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not George W. George.
George.
Yeah. George of the Jungle.
The original.
The OG. The OG. So yeah, I was going to pick Less Talk, More Rock, and I didn't. But I found a couple more that were title tracks. Like Today's Empires, Tomorrow's Ashes. Also a really good song.
Also a really good album.
Don't know if I'd pick it as the best song on the album.
It was no Back to the Motor League.
No, that is clearly the best song. But the one I chose was Supporting Cast.
Oh, nice.
And I really love that song, and I kind of feel like it's a bit of an underrated song, despite the fact that it's a title track.
I think it's an underrated album.
It is an underrated album, yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, me too. I like it more than Failed States, I would say.
No, I won't go. I won't
You
go
won't
there.
go that far?
I won't go there.
But you love that sludge rock, sludge metal.
It's not sludge metal. It's thrash. There's a
Okay.
difference. Come on, man.
It all sounds the same.
Fuck, man.
They're back in studio right now,
Yes, I saw the
recording in the blasting room next door to Teenage Bottle Rocket.
I await their Toronto Maple Leaf references.
Yeah, there's a lot of records being recorded right now.
Who else is recording?
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'd just like to put you on the spot.
No, I totally knew of a couple, and just the way you're staring at me now, it's made me forget them.
That's because I'm undressing you
Well, you're
with these hungry eyes.
that Jedi mind shit that you know so well. I don't know. There's a lot of bands recording. Okay,
I'm sure there
That's
is.
all you need to know.
Are their mom and dads paying for their studio time?
No, because they're older than 16. Come on, man. We got like kind of, and I put this in big air quotes, signed to a local label after that. Do you remember that whole thing? We were going to do the scratch tracks in Jeremy Barretto's basement. And like we were all set up there. I think a bunch of guys came down, and then the engineer / producer / record label owner showed up with like, just a means to do a scratch track. And he was just like, what are all these guys doing here?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, maybe you weren't there. Anyways, we shit the bed on the scratch track, and that was the last we heard from him. That was it.
I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
We'll have to discuss this after.
Okay. It's a good story.
All right. So you went with Supporting Cast.
I went with Supporting Cast.
Nice.
Propagandy.
Nice.
Yeah. Michael, what did you choose for your last track?
Well, my last track.
Last track.
Track.
1, 2, 3.
There were so many I wanted to pick, but because it's heading into spring.
Oh yes, I know you like the season themed music.
And I've had a rough month, and I can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel now. I think I went with a little ska song for this one.
Oh, another.
A 2 ska song. Well, I don't know. The Proud song's not really a ska song.
I wouldn't say it's a ska song at all.
There's some upstroke.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't classify it as
All
ska.
right.
So this is your ska song.
This is my ska song.
You can have one.
And I went with the Slackers' Wasted Days.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're a big Slackers fan, hey?
I love the Slackers.
Yeah.
I like them more and more as I get older.
Is anybody in that band, or are they on their own? A self-sufficient band?
Well, that Vic Ruggiero.
Oh, he's in that band?
He's the singer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you like his solo stuff.
I really like his solo stuff.
So you'd probably like, if you went back and listened to the Slackers, you'd probably like a lot of their
It's got
stuff.
like an old-timey, like, really kind of, I don't want to say fun vibe, but there's no real other way to say it. It sounds stupid, but...
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. I think that's why the Slackers hold up, because it sounds like an old album. It doesn't sound like it's like some sort of... It doesn't sound like they jumped on the ska bandwagon of the 90s.
Of the 90s. Do you think it's going to come back again?
There's always a wave.
Catch the wave, Mike.
What was it? Is that in Love? You were watching Love now too. When he says something about trends being 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something about that. Because he was, they were talking about Southwestern decor.
Yeah.
He said it's on the way back.
Awesome.
So
little text
either
mix for everyone.
Catch the wave or catch the taste of McCain. Roberto.
Roberto.
The man. The myth.
The legend.
Here we go. Propagandy.
And the Slackers.
See you next time.
Thank you very much for listening.
When the credits finally roll for this door, worst story ever. Told no bother, sifting through the names. Foils or anyone you know, unless they were by chance a shepherd king, a virgin birth or resurrection, a messianic prince or some such childish thing. You can stole me and it's sweet. Move to block its theatrical release. But I think we can safely guarantee there will be no revisions to the script made on behalf of a supporting cast. Yes. Cause history exalts only the pornography of force, that of murderers and psychopaths. The rest of us, of course, stricken from the narrative wholesale. A backdrop to their tale. Oh. As we, the two bits, are rushing on swiftly off the stage with jawbones of asses. No story couldn't call for the masses. No floral bouquet, no breaking of legs, no recurring role, no artistic control.
So these days, it's terminal phase. It's all left to chance. A piece of advice: if you're cast on thin ice, you may as well dance.
Well, didn't I do that? Made you want to leave me. My life was so full, now it seems so empty. What I didn't do was love you every night, like I wanted to be alive. If I couldn't love you. Well, I'll find another before this night's over. She may not be you, I might not be sober, but I'll make love with her until the morning light, thinking all the while how I could love you. Now what have I done wrong that I should be sorry? What have I done wrong that I should be sorry? What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong that I should be sorry? I should be sorry.
Mike's wearing all black. He's got his emo gear on tonight.
I'm gonna put some makeup on later.
Yeah.
That's for that.
Oh, that's not makeup?
No, that's just me crying.
Oh. Fair enough.